Hi, hello. Since it's Pride Month, I thought I'd draw some gay stuff. And my plan is to redraw this. It's my two C's, Melody and Valerie. And this sketch is about a year old. So, time to redraw. So, as some kind of a warning, I keep on having my head in the shot and I want a murderer pass me. But then I wouldn't be here. So, yeah. One thing, I'll soon want to make a video where I draw some sketch requests, kind of to fill some pages in my sketchbook, because I'm a little bit out of ideas for my sketchbook, besides a little bit of a bigger project that I'm planning on, but I don't want to tell you about it yet, since I don't know if I'll even complete it, how I'm completing it, and stuff like that. So, kind of the only thing that I have in my brain is that project, but no other art things. That's why I'm doing a redraw in the first place. Also to see some progress, hopefully. Well, I think I see some progress. Especially in the original, they're cut off very, very weirdly. Like to just go off of the page. And this time around I kind of used the arms to frame them a little bit so they're not just there. And later on you see me putting a colorful square into the background. I think the color choice of that is better. Well, in the first one I was just too lazy to fill up the rest of the page, so it just slapped the washi tape and the marker background there. But I think the green suits the colors in the drawing itself better. Well, and I also feel like their poses look a little bit more natural. Still a little bit stiff, I still need to work on my posing a little bit. Yeah, and I think I also improved on hair a bit, especially on curly hair. It's not perfect, it's not great, but it's better than it was before. So that's something. I'm also showing you what markers, fine liners I'm using and what watercolors I'm using. As much as I am aware they're the same, I try to use the same ones so it would be a fair comparison, even though the paper is not. The paper in the sketchbook actually is worse for watercolors than in the one before, so it's kind of all blobby and blotchy and doesn't look as great, which kind of bothers me. But I mean, I could have actually used watercolor paper, so that's my fault. Back to the requests. Just write them into the comments, I guess. I'll probably also have a question thingy on Instagram. So, yeah. Well, I'll just note them all down into a little list, and then I'm planning to kind of do something like a sketchbook session-ish type of thing and speed the whole thing up. If you want to, you can also leave me some questions if anybody's even watching this speed paint. Yeah, usually speed paints, at least for me, aren't the videos that get that much attention. It's usually sketchbooks, especially my 13th one. I don't know what happened there, it just... yeah. due to that secret bigger project I mentioned, I'm pre-recording some videos, so I don't need to do them as well during the time I'm working on the project. So if you have any video ideas or things you really want me to do or to see from me, let me know. I'd appreciate some ideas. It's not that I don't have any ideas, like I think I pretty much have an idea for each Monday during that time, but not all of them are the best ideas I've ever had. I mean, they're not terrible. There could be better ideas, you know. So if you have anything specific that you want to see from me, let me know. I take it into consideration. I actually already had someone ask me for a hand tutorial. I'm not great at hands. I don't see why you want a hand tutorial from me. Well, I mean, I guess they're okay. Guess they're somewhat decent, but I'm not the most confident person when it comes to drawing hands. And I probably also should use reference more often, like in general. But I'm oftentimes just too lazy to find them. Yeah. Or when I go on searching them, I just end up never drawing because I keep on scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I'm talking about Pinterest and pinning more and more and more references, so I end up just looking up references for like 2 hours and not drawing anything, which, I mean, doesn't get me any further, does it? But so I either just stare at references and not draw, or I draw and not look at reference. Which besides when I'm doing studies, but usually when you see studies in my sketchbook, that usually implies that why did I say usually so many times? Whatever. That implies that I probably was on Pinterest for at least half an hour before that. Not because I didn't find any good references, I just kept on pinning them and pinning them and pinning them and pinning them. Yeah. Oh, by the way, if anybody's interested, this drawing took me around an hour. If that is of any interest of anyone, just see people putting the time into the video description boxes of speed paints. I don't actually see why, so if anybody knows why are people interested in the time? I mean, everybody has their own speed. So here we have the original, and here we have the redraw. Better drawing, worse paper. Anyways, I hope you have a nice Pride Month and you're doing well. Until next Monday, I guess. Bye.